This is KUGAN CASSIUS for Eiffel TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast Win. Newcastle head of the Wasserman Show live on Channel 5 this Saturday. Very interesting clash between HOSEA STEWART and Franklin Ignatius. This is an interesting scrap on Saturday for yourself and for Franklin.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, why not? So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be entertaining, and I'll be coming away with the win.
I mean, look, I'm assuming for yourself, these kind of tests at this stage after 3 fights, but you want to be tested. I mean, we've seen kind of in the past, other heavyweights kind of get to 15, 16 fights where their records have been slightly padded, shall we say, etc. But I think this is shows the intention from you and your team that you don't really want to do that. You want to get into real fights kind of early on in your career.
Yeah, we've got all the intent. Like I say, I'm an ambitious heavyweight. I'm expecting big things for myself, and we're aiming for world honours. There's no point me scraping the barrel and then jumping up to the highest level and being at a shock. So we get in there, we get the tough sparring, we get the tough fights, and that's where we learn. And that's what I relish as an amateur. Just turn up at championships. You got 3 or 4 guys, you don't know who they are. You got a 6'8" guy, a little 5'10" chubby guy. You don't know who's gonna give you a good scrap. This guy's got a big record, won this and that. You just got to get in there, handle your business, move on to the next one. And I like that one.
The first 2 fights you've had as a professional, how do you think they've gone?
Yeah, to my standards, nowhere near what I expect. My first fight, coming back off nearly 3.5 years out, injuries, excess weight, there's just many factors in it. I was just finding my feet in there, the more the rounds went on, the more comfortable I was getting. And I was finding my range, finding my shots. But second fight as well, again, getting there, just working on that control, just pacing myself, just, having a bit of fun with it, having a little play in there, just finding everything. Now we're down to business, this camp's been serious. We've had some serious spars, so I just want to get in there now and really show what I'm about.
Has that size always been with you? Was there a kind of period of your life where you suddenly become kind of this, like a mad mountain? Have you always been like that kind of growing up? Was there a stage where, that period come also?
I was always the big boy, always. You see my little nursery players and stuff. All the other kids would be down at my elbow. All my friends would look like my sons, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I've always been a big guy, at 13, I was 6'2", 15 stone, so yeah, man, I've always been a big guy. Even when I was on weight as an amateur, I was about 120. I looked like a beanpole, but I was 120, so it's mad. I'm just a natural heavyweight, real heavyweight, man.
You just weighed in now, so what was your weight on the scales there?
Yeah, 23.2, but I got my trousers on.
Yeah, but I think, look, listen, it's people are interested, even outside kind of the hardcore boxing fan base, people are interested in heavyweights, and I think the fact that kind of you are of a certain size and stature is going to make people kind of tune into you, if that makes sense. Yeah,
you see a lot of questions like, can he do the rounds? What's he like? Yeah, he's good, but there's always that but. So, it's just that's down to me now to go in there and show exactly what I'm about, exactly what I can do. Because, they say, can he do the rounds? I do them. Can he step it up? I will step it up. I've stepped it up. Yeah, and I'm going to perform and get the result. And then more questions are going to come all the time, but it's part of the game, and I'm ready to showcase it.
When was the first time you realised that this was your career path now? Boxing was your career path. When was it? At what age was you when you realised that?
About 19 or 20. The first box when I was 18, and it was just more. We were just finding our feet in there. Went straight in the championships. It felt like it was getting real, but there was still other things going on. So it went fully sunk in. There was boxing and many other things after that. Whereas, after the championships finished, and I started to get a bit of recognition, and certain names were cropping up. Then I thought, geez, it's happening, man. I started to learn about England boxing, GB boxing. I thought, you can go to the Olympics, you can make a life out of it. All I knew growing up was, you go in boxing, the hard man wins, the other guy might get ripped off, or you get thrown in with the mafia behind it. All those mad stories, too much films, man. I didn't know there was an actual sport, Olympic sport behind it, World Championship boxing, where anyone can come through and do it. You know, you see the likes of like Anthony Joshua and all the American fighters who, you know, they come from the same kind of backgrounds. They've had many struggles and just go in there, handle their business, and they make it happen. So it's not down to anyone else but yourself. And so I like that aspect.
What's been the biggest struggle in your life outside of boxing?
It's life in general. When you know, when you're growing up in certain neighbourhoods, whether you like it or not, you just get drawn into things. The path's not quite set out. It's just whatever happens. If something comes up, you know, you might go down that avenue, you might go over there. Certain people have got, you know, certain mindsets because that's how people know. So it's hard to see outside the box until you come outside the box and then you start to realise, okay, this can be done, that can be done. I didn't even know about taxes until I was like 21, 22. So it's like, you know, you learn all these new things and you start to paint a bigger picture. And it gets exciting, man, you know. The dream's starting to become a reality.
Before you went into a boxing gym, in your head, did you think that I'm a guy that, despite your size, but you can also kind of throw your hands as well? Was that always in your head? Yeah.
Always from young, man. That was my first test. I've always had to fight. You know, I'm the only boy. I got 7 sisters, and they made it hard for me. 7 sisters, they made it hard for me. I was the youngest. So,
7 sisters, mad. Because I'm thinking 7 sisters, I'm thinking 7 potential boyfriends there. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, we don't have them conversations. They knew from early. He ain't allowed around. You know, I try. Now I'm a lot bigger. I can enforce it more, but yeah. So good, man. But yeah, 7 sisters, so from the get-go, they pull it on me. You have to know how to fight. You're a big guy, people are going to target you. And it was facts, because people did, you know, they always see me and they're like, big friendly Jose, you know, they try their luck. You got to put them in their place, man, whether it's you against 3, you against 4 one-on-ones. I can count, man, I know how much one-on-ones I had. The amount of times we've been outnumbered and had to set pace. Last count, man, but we come out victorious, so I already knew I got that in my locker.
So, it's interesting. I feel like this is another interview that we'll come on to. We know you're in an important fight this week, but that's mad. That is, because I didn't know that about you. So no brothers, just what? There's 7 sisters, 7 girls, and you, 8 of you. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's.
And where are you in like the order of age?
I've got 1 younger sister.
Right.
But other than that, the rest are older. So it's like having six extra mums, man. It's chaos.
That's mad. Because I've got no sisters. It's like mad. It's like
yeah. So good though, man. But yeah, like I say, they played their role in toughening me up. So yeah, when I got into it outside the house, it was baby play, man. It was child's play.
Are they like? I know you're 25, but are they like? Do they have that mentality of like whatever they do in their life, they're thinking, oh, what would Jose say? Like, what would oh, careful, we don't want Jose to know that. Or are they like that with you?
No, you know, family's quite open. We're really close, man, tight knit. But they still tried to see me as a baby, even though I outgrew them all when I was about 10. But yeah, they still see me as a baby. But starting to realise, well, no, I'm the man. I'm the man. I didn't say that. Really.
No, exactly. If they're watching this, by the way, yeah, like you're in control. He's not. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about this week. What have you seen of Franklin in his career?
I've seen little bits and bobs. There's nothing really out of the ordinary, nothing different. You know, I've come across many guys like him in the past, and I beat them. Just got to make sure I do. You know, Saturday night comes down to me at the end of the day. It's nothing to do with him. Whatever I do on the night, that's going to be the outcome. If I want to box him, I'll box him. If I want to pull it on him and test his gas tank, then I will do that. But, you know, we'll see tomorrow night, man. He's going to be in for a rude awakening anyway. He's a bit too confident. They'll soon find out.
Jose, just so, like, I don't know this, so who have you sparred kind of out of the top heavyweights? I'm assuming that you've been in for sparring with a lot of these kind of whoever with, well, I don't know, just not just from the UK, but just in general. Who are some of the top guys that you've faced in sparring?
You know, the obvious one, AJ. You know, got plenty of rounds with him. We had Bryant Jennings down in the camp, Gerald Washington, Martin Bacoli. I got some solid rounds with him the other day before the Yoka fight, man. This is good, top work, you know what I'm saying? Serious work, man. Fraser Clark. So I'm going to forget loads of names. Nathan Gorman. You know, Solomon Day, because another heavyweight coming up, Matt Harris. No, there's loads of names. Peter Kadiri from Germany is a top guy as well.
Yeah,
And Christian Fun from America as well. So, there's plenty of rounds when it's just good being in there with experienced guys, world level guys that have, they've seen many styles, they've been around different camps, and they've cemented their identities now. So I'm just learning, just creating mine now.
How many rounds would you say that you've sparred with Joshua?
In total? Loads one, because we used to go down Finchley and we'd probably start about...
Oh, from Finchley days, yeah.
So we used to, before we started the camp, we just go down there just throughout the week. We'd probably start training around 10. We leave the gym about 2:30, 3 o'clock when we just used to get rounds on rounds. Like a lot of it tech work, to be honest, but tons, loads. So it's good.
And have you found that? Obviously, like, it's mad with Joshua because, like, over the years, like, there's loads of these like conspiracy stories about, like, I remember when there was a rumor that someone dropped AJ in sparring. And I was interviewing like about 5 different heavyweights, and none of them would say it wasn't them. So they wanted to keep it open to say that it could have been them. But it's heavyweight sparring. People like listen. I haven't been there to see like what we're talking about here, but it's heavyweight sparring, and these things are going to happen. Like these big guys, like heavy punches, it's going to happen.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Anyone above 16 stone, 15 stone, that weight behind the shot when it's distributed well. You said it, I think Wilder said it, the human brain ain't made to be punched. When it gets hit, something's bound to happen. But, sparring, there's not much you can take from it. There's some spars where I've done 4 with him after he's done 8 rounds with another 2 fresh heavyweights. I can go in there and say, yeah, I felt good. But the man's just done 8 rounds with 2 other fresh guys. You should feel good, you know what I'm saying? But, it's one of those, you can only take so much from it. Go in there with a task at hand, whether that's to learn, whether you want to push him, whether you want to, set little targets. I like to set targets in my spars, and I might say, this round, predominantly I'm using the jab. This round, everything's got to be a combination, set little targets. If I achieve that, that's a good spar to me. But, everyone's different. Some people like the clout. Say, yeah, I've been in with him. He ain't that, he ain't all that. Yeah, I've been in with him. But, sparring. What matters is on the night, man.
Have you taken one from Joshua? Like, have you felt like, whoa?
Nah, man, I'm too slick. I've seen what them shots do. I'm too slick for that, so I made sure I was elusive in them spars. It's all good.
Jose, what's the plan for you? Obviously, if it goes your way this week on Saturday, obviously moving forward, like, is it just to build up rounds, experience, and kind of just get a few W's and just... We're halfway through the year now, so just want to get as much as that as you can.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about activity. Like I said, before my debut, I was out nearly 3.5 years. Injuries or whatnot. There's always something. So coming back now, I just wanted serious activity, get out busy. After my last fight in April, I wanted to get out 3 months on the bounce and just do May, June, July, rest in August, come back again September. But obviously, it all varies, and you know how it goes. So. As long as I can get out there, get on shows, and just keep building my experience, getting my name out there and showing what I'm about, I'll be happy with that one.
Well, it's a very intriguing fight between you and Franklin on Saturday night, so we're looking forward to that. And it should be a good night in Newcastle. You've not fought. Have you fought in Newcastle before?
Yeah.
You have, haven't you? Yeah, you have. Yeah, because I remember I was in your dressing room after. Yeah. Okay, so you know what the crowd's about, so you go there and do your job.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to the atmosphere when I see you all there Saturday.
Jose Stewart, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
I'd just like to thank all my sponsors for supporting me. You got them all here, we've got a few on the back, and all the people in my city also backing me. We all know we're bringing it home soon. We're having a little Midlands show. We're going to tear it up. And I'd also like, in respect to my coach, I'd like to say rest in peace to Zulu Baz. The man was a pioneer for the Midlands, so respect to him, man. Big up the Zulus as well.
Yeah, listen, I'll add to that as well. Baz, top guy, and it was a very sad kind of, what happened a couple of months ago now. So, definitely rest in peace.
Yeah, man, respect, man. Respect everyone.
What's Flip? Sorry, I just saw Flip on there.
Fuck living in poverty. Oh shit, we still live.
You can swear. You can swear. It's fine. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, it's like a clothing brand, man. Also from Wolverhampton, you know, he does his music and everything as well. So that's gonna be popping. You'll all be seeing that soon.
I'm 2XL, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Jose, thank you very much for talking to Eiffel TV. Best luck on Saturday night, tomorrow night, live on Channel 5, and we'll catch a word with you after your fight tomorrow.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.